Thanks for staying. Now, this is how you can get in touch with us on the show. Find us via social media. We're on facebook.com/joinnewsontv. We're also on Twitter with the name @joinnewsontv. You can hashtag GN Interactive, or you can send emails to joinnewsim@multitvworld.com. And then, of course, our WhatsApp number is 056080000. Our WhatsApp number again, 056080000. Please add your name and location when sending us a message via WhatsApp. Now, a few of my colleagues here at Joy News have a couple of questions. Now, Mamavi's question is, people at the Flagstaff House, what do they do? Jahu wants to know why Eve chewed the apple. The right of access to information is an important human right necessary for the enjoyment of other human rights. Now, the right to information is essential for transparent and accountable government. So, Michaela has been asking, if you had a chance to access information on the government, what would you want to know?
To know when the Dunso will end, so that at least we can have the light to boost our business.
Many Ghanaians, you understand, would like to know. There are a lot of scandal within the judiciary. People would like to know how far, so far has the case gone.
I want to know why the government is refusing to pay the Black Queens.
Well, I want to know the real identity of Anas, to show his face to the whole world for us to see who is really Anas.
Okay. I think I'd like to know how our money is being spent, the taxpayers' money. Because the service right now, how much is your salary? Those people put it there. Can you afford to buy one with the salary you earn at every month? I don't think so. So the taxes that we, the ones that don't have much, pay, I think they should put out some affordable houses that some of us can also benefit from. That's why I want to know how our taxes are being used.
Why there's so much corruption? I don't think when Kwame Nkrumah started it, or our president, he wanted to see all of this. So why there's all of this corruption?
About especially this about Trotro. When you join Trotro, the seats are many, so you can't get freely at all. So I want to know something about that.
Well, I'd like to know about God.
God?
Yeah.
Oh, really? What about God?
I like the strange things I hear about him, and then I don't know, just I'd like to know much about him.
Clear accountability in terms of those who are responsible for the government resources, especially the district assemblies.
If the electoral commission will register us again, because people were saying that the election, the registration, people from outside came to register on it. So that's why I want to know if the court will accept what the people were saying.
So let's find out what you've been saying on Facebook, and these are some of your comments. This one is from Ahmed Constant. He would like to know the improvements the government has made on the various sectors. And then Lottie Jones says the repair and growth of the economy depends on ourselves and Ghanaians, not our partners. Well, you don't exactly answer the question, Lottie Jones. So let's go to Seth JB, who says, I will ask the government the measures it has put in place to help teacher trainees at their various teaching practice posts, since they no longer receive allowance and also are not placed on the National Service Scheme. How are they going to survive? In fact, this government has no love for teacher trainees. Bartowski Boating says, whose work is it to fix and change dead street light bulbs? That's what he would like to know. And Nana Godfred wants to know what killed Atta Mills. Just simple. Mahmoud Fusaini is also asking what the teacher training allowance monies are being used for, and he will want to know where his tax goes and what it is used for, and again, how contracts are awarded. Mwakpo God knows Billy says he wants to know how much revenue is collected and how those monies are spent. And Mosisaki says nothing, just when Mahama and his government will go. That's what he wants to ask. And this one is from Felix Osei Kufuapia. He is asking when the power badges are coming. Prince Nuruddin Baumia would want to know why the government decided to scrap the teacher trainee allowances. So that is seems like top. I mean, I have 3 people saying that already. This one is from Nanaya Menu AJ. If any of the judges in the bribery scandal has mishandled someone's case unfairly, can the cases be reviewed? And that's what she would like to know. And then Nantoma Mahamadu Badim Sugu wants to know the entire administration of Mahama, the Judgment Debt Commission, Wilme, Jida, Sofoton, etc. Well, you want to know a lot. And this one is from McCoy Jones. He would want to know why the country is in this state. Back Andrew says, I would want to know how the government uses monies for developmental projects. Edward Kenzori says, I would like to know why workers' salaries are being delayed. Francis Anochi would like to know why they became too greedy, wasteful, and unpatriotic when they assume power as political leaders, forgetting the true owners of the authority they exercise. So that is what Francis Anochi would like to know. Now, here are some of your comments coming via WhatsApp. This one is from Godwin in Dabwase. He says, I want to know how improvement this government is taking the youth to. Okay, what sort of improvement that the government is taking the youth to? This one is from Abdul Rashid. It's been a long time, Abdul Rashid. And he says, I want to know when government is going to lift the ban for employment. So that's from Abdul Rashid. Mensa Christian, the Volta region, would like to know how government spends the country's resources. This one is from Jacob in Nungwa. He would want to know when Ghana will stop borrowing from the IMF. And this one says, how there is no employment in Ghana and there's rather corruption. This one is from Oshabs in Yendi. That's what he would want to know. And those are just a few of your comments coming through on WhatsApp. Now, let's move on and talk about the Black Queens. Now, they have been ejected from M Plaza Hotel after they staged a siege last night to demand full payment of their qualification fees. The Black Queens came back with gold medals from the just-ended All-Africa Games. Some players have revealed they are not motivated to continue playing for the national team following the delay in paying their various bonuses after they won gold at the just-ended All-Africa Games. In fact, government still owes them their qualification bonus of $23,000 US, and you have been speaking to us on that.
Why are they not paying the Black Queens? At least they brought gold to Ghana, so they need to be paid. Seriously, because when the men went, they paid every amount they requested for, so they really have to give them their money.
It's very, very bad for government to owe them such amount. You see, their money have to be given to them because they've done well. They've done so well. You see, our men, they are able to bring any laurels, but these women have done well. See the way they kill themselves. So I feel the government must do everything to give them their money. They've made us proud.
I think it's very cheap because when you are comparing things to this black stars like this, black stars, well, the way, I mean, the government, handle them, it's not like the way they are treating our queens. So I see there are a lot of difference. If not that, because the way they are paying is the same as our brothers too are doing. As I can say, it's the same work or the same job they are all doing. So they cannot differentiate that, say they are women or something, so they will cheat them. So they are right to do this in the demonstration.
In this country, all the focus is on Black Stars, okay, and it's unfair. There was a feminist perspective, okay, feminist perspective. The ladies must also be given their fair share, like the way Black Stars is being treated. So I think government should settle them the debts that is being owned.
You have not paid them, then they are also saying if they don't get the money, they are not moving from the hotel, which is shameful from what we learned from the Black Stars. They went as a team, and they cannot be paid separately from what the other teams. So at least, from what I'm hearing, it's $20,000, and the best government could do is look for the money and give to them. Because if it was a Black Star, at least they will get money to pay them.
They deserve something because
they have did their best. So far as let's see, they have done a great job. They get us gold. So they deserve something better. Because the men, like if it's supposed to be the men, they will do something great for them. So they are Ghanaians, they deserve something. So they have to give them something.
They perform more better than the Black Stars, and the Black Stars were giving their money, so why not the Black Queens? It's unfair. I think it's unfair. They have to give in their money.
And a lot of you think this is very unfair. And let's go on to Facebook where you share your sentiments as well. This one is from Prosper Silenso Atichobui. He says, in fact, the Black Stars of Ghana have for over 30 years now not given us any gold medal yet. They are giving huge sums of money and many other things. Now the Black Queens have been able to give the country a gold medal in the ended All Africa Games, and they are being treated unfairly. Why should this be happening at all in the country? What kind of behavior is this at all? Shame on all those who are involved. What is good for the goose is equally good for the gander. And he hashtags agenda pay the Black Queens now. This one is from Mahmoud Fuseni. He thinks the ladies are right to demand for all arrears from the GFA, because if it were the Black Stars, they would have even flown the money to them. Yes, it's true. And he says this is just unfair to womanhood. Nuakpo God knows Billy says the government and the GFA are not being fair to our gallant ladies. Our ladies should not mind them. Play for Ghana and continue to make us proud. And this one is from Alo Amos. He says, who at all is responsible for this embarrassment to your dear nation? These patriotic women have sacrificed everything in their own way, and see what they get in return. This dwindles the zeal of all watching and ready to serve this country. There's no service too small for a nation. Amidu Esuma says some politician somewhere has made $1 million out of these girls, but the small due them is being denied. Is Ghana worth dying for at all? This one is from Nantoma. He says they have the right to demand for what is due them. And this one is from Lottie Jones. He says only in Ghana Elvis won't get back pass from this money, so pray hard. Okay. And he says God is watching. And this one is from Ejaichi, and he says this is a shame. Jacob Owusu says Ghana for you, but it was no trophy. Black Stars, come and see Jeep Cherokee. Okay. And this one is from Junior Gaddafi, and he thinks it's sad. And Nana Koja Asante is asking, where's the money Asamoah Gyan gave to them? Well, Asamoah Gyan donated money to them, but they need to be paid. Okay, so those are some of your comments coming through on Facebook. These are your WhatsApp comments now. And Christian Mensah says, Ghana for you and me. Can't our leaders see how these ladies are putting in their effort? So that's from Christian Mensah. And this one says, where are the women groups, FIDA, Aglo, and other pressure groups? Why should they support the Black Queens? And that's from Lion Kofiteria in Adisadel College in Cape Coast. And he's hashtagging pay the Black Queens. And this one is from Oshabs as well in Yendi. He says, they have to pay. Why such pains? And this one is from Godwin in Dabwase. He says, Ghana pa, we are able to pay judgment debt, but how much does it cost us to pay the Black Queens? This one says, our leaders are hypocrites and cheats. Every little thing they want to profit and make money from it. They should stop that and pay the girls. You didn't add your name or location. And this one is from Jojo Ekume. He says, please, I would like to know when our educational system will be changed. It should be practical. So that's an answer to the earlier question of what you would like to know if you had the opportunity to ask government a question. And this one is saying that it's very bad not to pay the ladies because they did very well. And this one is from Isudin. And those are just a few of your comments coming through on WhatsApp. Take a break now. We'll be back with more of your comments after this. You're welcome back to Joy News Interactive. Now, a pet is the only thing on earth that loves you more than he loves himself. It's true. Dogs, for instance, are not our whole life, but they make our lives whole. Now, between January and August 2014, a total of 32 people died from rabies in Ghana. And between January and August this year, 12 human deaths have occurred. Today is World Rabies Day, and it's under the theme End Rabies Together. And let's take some of your comments, and before we talk about what was said on the AM show with Mama V, and we've been asking you what you know about rabies. This one is from Fitzgilbert's Ni Amon. He says, rabies can't stop my love for dogs. I trust them more than human beings. Okay, Omar King Kobe says, what I've heard is when you get it, you will bark like a dog. Ooh. Isa Pepe the second says, I don't even like dogs. And Nantoma says, it's a disease caused by the bite of an infected dog that carries the virus called rhabdovirus. Okay. Francis Anochi says, I know it's the only disease that can make man explicitly reveal his animal-like nature by even barking. And Diego Coca says, when your dog joins bad company. That's what he knows about rabies. Mahmoud Husseini says he doesn't know anything about it, but today he heard a lot about it on Joy News by Dr. Bashiru on the morning show. Nuakpo God Knows Billy says within 10 days seems stronger than 8, huh? Knew nothing about it until now. So that's a comment coming through from what he watched on the AM show. Now, on the AM show, Dr. Bashiru Boy Kikimoto, Head of Public Health Veterinary Services, had a chat with Mama V. Let's have a look at what he said.
Is it important to have pets as human beings?
Very, very, very important. Look, my dogs like this, I won't talk much about them, but what I tell you, anybody who has dogs and cats and monkeys in the house, they are part of your family. They understand you. You know when you keep, look, you know why in Europe people keep long? Because these pests are actually, they help you to prolong your life. You know, they remove diseases from you. For all those with hypertension, when you keep a cat, you know, it comes, it whacks the tails around you. You know, it helps to cool your system down. In fact, now I have realized that keeping dogs is very important, because even a dog is more reliable than a watchman. The watchman that will go out and tell people the time you are not there, they should come and harass you. The dog doesn't know that. You see, so I think that Ghanaians should move away from keeping watchmen and then go in for these big, big dogs, you know, I mean, and keep them, because they will not go out and tell your stories. You know, yesterday my madam fought with the husband and all that, you know. Since that time we stopped vaccinating regularly. The rabies cases in Ghana is on the ascendancy. For example, last year, I know from January to August, we lost over 37 people in Ghana alone.
Humans?
Yeah, 2014, yeah, humans.
Okay.
Humans, not dogs. We lost about 4 people in Upper East. Upper West, 9. So 12. Just for 2 regions from January to August this year alone.
Okay.
You can imagine.
Wow.
So people are actually dying, and that is because they don't report.
So all these from dog bites?
All from dog bites. All from dog bites. So there are a lot of things we are sitting on, because people sometimes don't understand that when you have a dog bite case, you need to immediately report the situation to your nearest veterinary clinic.
Dr. Bashiru Kikimoto on the AM show this morning. This one is from Christian Mensah on WhatsApp. He says, pets are cute, though rabies, never heard of it. Really never heard of rabies. And then this one says, so no dog meat again. You didn't add your name or location. And this one is from Isudin from Wale Wale. He thinks that we should be careful with some pets because there's a very huge number of people dying of rabies. And this one is from Williams, but you're not talking about what we're talking about. And this one is from Abdul Rashid, who says he actually lost his brother in 2012 due to a dog bite. So rabies is not good. So those are some of your WhatsApp comments. Now let's take our picture of the day now, and we asked you to caption it earlier on Facebook, and that's our picture of the day. So You can quickly caption it and send it through WhatsApp, and I'll try and read it quickly. But this is what people on Facebook said about it. And Nantoma Badim Sugu says, stealing the taxpayers' money to buy votes. That's his caption. And Fitz Gilbert says, cash for the lazy. Okay. No, for God knows Billy says, if the person holding the money is a politician, then it is obvious he's doing the usual thing they do during election period. And then this one is from Guma Bashir. He says, state looting and sharing, God is watching. Agbeve McLeod says, Anas is watching. And Daddy Naj is asking if it is Dede Ayu. And Kweku Opoku Inti thinks it's Okujetoa Blakwa. And those are just some of the comments on Facebook. Kofi Bediakun says, someone sharing his own money to, you've a problem with it. And George Aquamorgan captions it, Guy. Felix Apia says it's cash and carry. And Isaac Waku says money dashing. And that is it for this interactive segment. Is the morning edition of Joy News Interactive with me, Ifwakwa Harrison. Please enjoy the rest of our programs. For more news, please log on to myjoyonline.com, and we'll be back at midday with Joy News Today. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.